is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackowitz. This is the Kaged Review, and I'm going to review Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 4. And I gotta say that this series has really taken me by surprise in some ways, in some very good ways. And I really like the heart that they have with this series. They brought a lot of real emotion, real life situations, and I really appreciate that. So, with this one, you start out, you see this kid, he's basically stealing a laptop from some dude trying to turn it into a store. He's acting like he works there and then just takes the dude's laptop and walks off with his friends. And then you find out an instant later that it's Johnny Lawrence's son, who Johnny has not really taken a part of his life whatsoever. And so you have that dichotomy there, because the other side of this is now the student Miguel that he has taken under his wing is not allowed to see Johnny anymore. We left off the last episode where he got beat up by 4 kids, and Miguel's mother was really angry and told Johnny that she didn't want him teaching her son anymore. And so the kid is really upset about it. Johnny's really upset about it. He's drinking. He knows that his teachings have kind of got this kid in trouble, and beat up. And he's feeling guilty about it. He doesn't know how to process it. So of course he's drinking. He sees the big billboard that has Daniel LaRusso's car dealership, and decides that he's going to draw a huge red dick outline right on Daniel's face. Daniel, of course, doesn't know who it is. And while this is going on, you have a separate situation where Daniel's daughter is very upset with him because he interfered in what she thinks is a blossoming relationship with this kid Kyler, who is really bad news, but she doesn't know that yet. And as this episode unfolds, you really see that the truth comes out with Kyler. She sees him bullying a bunch of kids. She really doesn't like it. She goes down a movie date with him, and it just turns into a cringe fest because he's trying to get in her pants, of course, and she wants nothing to do with him. So it ends up with her hitting him because he's trying to get too far, too friendly. She's not having it, and so she walks away, and then, it kind of restores the relationship between Samantha LaRusso and Daniel LaRusso, her father. You get the other side of Johnny Lawrence's life too, with his ex-wife, or whatever she was, the woman she had his son with, who is a professional alcoholic and really doesn't take any time for her kids. And she made a comment that, Johnny's trying to suddenly be a part of his son's life, but he's like 17 years old at this point, and it's just too late. And she makes a really great comment about it, like, you don't get do-overs here. And it's true. You don't get a chance to do over. If you screwed up, you screwed up. If you have a change of heart and you suddenly want to be part of your kid's life, you have to be prepared that they may not want you there because you weren't there to begin with. And so I really like that the TV show delves into that and really brings out the truth of a situation like this, and brings the truth of the characters. It's not always happily ever after, and you have to deal with what you're dealt once you decide to become the person you want to be, or trying to be. And so there's this big scene where, like I said, she has a conversation. They're at a bar. It's Johnny Lawrence, his ex-wife or whatever she is. She makes that comment about you don't get any do-overs. And you can tell that it's really hit him. You see a scene, actually I think it might have been the very next scene, where Johnny Lawrence is at a diner and he sees a son and a father, sharing a tub of ice cream, and he's getting all choked up about it, and you see him knock on a door. Initially, it really makes you think that he's going to his own son, but he's actually going to Miguel's house to say, you know what, I know I screwed up with things. I don't want to give up on this kid, to his mother. Give me another chance to show you that, I can do the right thing. And so at the end of the episode, Miguel's mother lets him go back and start training with Johnny Lawrence again. And it's really one of those things where you're kind of catching how everything's coming together. You can kind of see Johnny Lawrence was obviously telling the truth about this kid. There was more to this than he thinks of. But at the very end of the episode, Daniel LaRusso finds out, because there was a bunch of Cobra Kai banners on top of his billboard, that it was Johnny Lawrence that, defamed his billboard. And so you know that next episode there's going to be a lot more tension with that. And it's funny because initially you have this thing where Johnny Lawrence is actually telling Daniel LaRusso the truth, but Daniel LaRusso is still clouded by the hatred he has from what happened years ago. And so now it's really a situation of how far is this going to go? Are they both going to let their pride get the better of them? Because as men, we do. So I really like how they're kind of twisting the story a little bit, but they're also bringing in these little moments of reality, little moments where you have this emotional payoff. And I think, honestly, for me, William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence, when he's in the diner and he's looking at the son and the father, it really hit. And I really liked that scene, and you could really see the emotion on his face. So I really liked it, and I gotta say, this series is not what I expected it to be in a lot of ways, and it's a very good thing. I think they did an amazing job with it. I really liked it so far. This would honestly be like an 8 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed this one. And I think it's because they do bring something so close to home, and they really push the emotional payoff at times. And I love that. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I think of episode 4 of Cobra Kai. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Kaged Nation out.